The competition here in Orlando has been top-notch. After an intense day filled with jaw-dropping plays and unpredictable upsets, the winners bracket semifinals are finally set. You don't want to miss this. It's MLG Saturday night.
I always have the same drive to win. I'm just a really competitive person. I hate losing, and I hate not winning.
I've always wanted to win. I don't really care. I just want to win, and we're going to do it.
When I catch fire, the other team should just set down their controllers because there's nothing they can do.
I expect to win every event for my team. We don't expect anything lower than first.
Goes up for the no-scope. Straight ribbon. Here we go. Advances. That's what you're missing. Killer Drew is going to seal the deal with the Rockets. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Welcome to Orlando, Florida. Hello and welcome back to Orlando, Florida, the first stop of the 2010 MLG Pro Circuit. I'm Chris Puckett, and joining me in the booth tonight, as always, Scott Lucier and D-Mac. Gentlemen, how are you feeling? It's electric in here.
I'm hyped up, Chris. This is the first stop of the 2010 season, and MLG Saturday night, what great two matchups we have in store for us.
And all the matchups that have already occurred, all these upsets, I'm excited.
And guys, talking about the upsets, we saw Instinct beat Believe the Hype in a very tight series in our midday broadcast, but there was also a number of upsets occurring elsewhere in the bracket. D-Mac, what did we see today?
Well, the first matchup I would point out to, one we pointed out on the pregame show, would be Classic versus Carbon at the 3 versus 6. Now, when you look at what Classic did, we expected them to come out as an overall, very good overall team. And on the other side, we expected a more passive Carbon. That's exactly what we saw. It went to a 5-game series, and Classic edged out the upset.
And I think that was the surprise, that it went to 5 games. But, Scott, the other upset that everyone's been talking about, it only went 3 games. What happened?
Well, I predicted Final Boss to beat Straight Rippin', but not in the manner they did. They dominated Straight Rippin' 3 games to 0. Straight Rippin' does not get 3-0'd by any team. And for Final Boss to come out the way they did was astonishing.
Yeah, Final Boss, they struggled a little bit last night on the Friday night kickoff. Today, it's a completely new Final Boss team. They're on fire. They're going to be a scary team, and they're coming up later tonight. But we also have to talk about the other 2 teams we're going to be seeing tonight. Instinct, of course, they advanced with their win over Believe the Hype, but Triggers Down, they took down heaven and earth to get here to the winners bracket semifinals. I cannot wait for these matchups, and we're going to get it started with Final Boss versus Classic. And right now, Julie is down on the floor with Ghost Ayami.
Thanks, Chris. Yes, I'm here with Ghost. Now, Ghost, for the first time, you're an official team captain. So what's the most important element to becoming a successful team leader?
Pretty much you always want your team to be on the same page. I mean, if everyone does the same thing, you have amazing teamwork, so you can't lose. So that's what we do.
What are some of the pressures that come along with being a captain?
You always got to worry about, keeping your teammates' heads in the game, making sure that, no one's trying anything too crazy, and, we're pretty much just playing on the same page.
Now, you yourself have a very storied past with this team, with Final Boss. So talk to me about what we can expect to see from you tonight.
Well, I mean, it is Orlando, and it is Ogre 2 over there. So I don't know if he remembers, but a few years ago, he had a little incident here. And we look to do the same thing tonight.
Okay, very cryptic. We'll see what happens. Chris, back up to you.
All right, so Ghost Ayami talking in code, and that code made Scott smile. Scott, what's he talking about?
Well, basically, he's talking about the first time we ever took down Final Boss. Now, speaking of Ghost Ayami's leadership, I've played with this guy. I know he's capable of doing it, and as long as these 3 guys listen to him, they're going to get excellence.
And Ghost Ayami's looking confident. D-Mac, what do you think about Classic coming into this match?
Well, Classic is extremely good on paper. They're a very young team, but we've seen them grow immensely over the offseason. By this point, nothing will surprise me with this Classic squad. They could be any team, that's for sure.
And the hottest team in the room today is Final Boss. That's who Classic is facing off against. And right now, Julie is down on the floor with Fear itself.
Thanks, Chris. I am here with Fear. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday, you guys had a tough time going up against Darkest Hour. And then today, you beat Straight 3-0. So what happened? What was the change?
Yeah, yesterday was really sloppy. I think it was just it was our first tournament together. It might have been the jitters. We talked about it after in the hotel room. We came out today. We knew we had to play good. We were going against Straight Rippin'. We said if we beat Straight Rippin', this is our tournament to win. So we 3-0'd them. So we're feeling really good.
All right, and I hope you're feeling good. You're going up against Classic. Now you guys land against them, but you haven't seen them yet in competition. So what do you hope to see from them tonight?
Hopefully the same from the LAN. The last LAN wasn't pretty. The last series, they actually didn't finish it. They quit out. So hopefully they're bringing that again, so it'll be real easy.
All right, now let's talk about you for a second. You have a very distinct playing style. You play extremely close to the monitor. So what can you tell us about your playing style?
I don't know how I picked up the bad habit. I don't like it, but I can't get rid of it. It's kind of my trademark now, so I don't even know how it happened. But I always shoot good when I'm close to the TV, so I guess that's what it is.
All right, sounds good. Keep it up. Chris, back up to you.
All right, thanks, Julie. So fear itself, a little trash talk, bringing up some land scores. Thoughts?
I think that's the way to go about it. I mean, if Final Boss made him quit out in the series, you definitely want to bring that up before the match.
It's obvious both teams are trying to get into each other's heads, really trying to get the psychological game going, and it's probably going to work.
All right, well, I can't wait to get this one started. Classic taking on Final Boss, the first match of MLG Saturday night. It's coming up after this quick commercial break.